Hey folks, welcome back to TIMBERBORN and our update version 1.0 Let's Play. Although they're all going to be version 1.0 going ahead, so that's not going to work. It's been a little while, I know, life's been busy. We have, though, carved out the first layer of the reservoir, water store, tank, whatever you want to call it, and I've put in overhangs about every 4 or 5 blocks, possibly excessive. My theory was that you can have an overhang of 3, so there's basically an overhang of 2 and an overhang of 2 each side, so that's the idea. So this can be self-supporting. The next job is to start cutting out with explosives, and we're then going to tunnel underneath, and we should then be able to disintegrate most of the middle of this. That's the theory. So time for lots of explosives. What I'm going to do is sit these metal overhangs on a single piece of dirt, so once we've got underneath, we'll tunnel out under them. That's the theory. So we probably need to come around here as well, and maybe around here, just to give us a little bit of clearance so that it will fall. Because we essentially need to have this freestanding so that when we tunnel underneath it and then delete the tunnels, it collapses. So let's do that, let's do that, and that, all the way along there, into there. Let me get on. Yeah. I'm actually going to run we're on single speed anyway. That's okay. I need to sort out bad water. We don't have much, and explosives. So I want to put in at least another explosive factory. We now have some bots going. I've got some rules set up for that. They are possibly overly complicated, but we'll see. So that's that. The staircase is gonna get in the way. The nature of this, so that's that sorted. Let's come over here. We're in a bad side at the moment, which is good because that gives us more bad water. We're going to come over here. We're going to build another bad water pump. I guess we could do that. And that. And that. And then grab the rules from that, put them there, because rules help control the fun. You're going to be prioritized. We've got a big bad water tank planned there. I think I might have put that in betwixt videos. I don't remember because we were running out of bad water quite a lot. And it might make sense actually to throw in a couple of bots in there. We've got our refinery making both a catalyst and fuel. So basically, if the district is full of biofuel and catalyst, it pauses. If it's short of either, it resumes. And then if it's full of catalyst, it makes biofuel. If it's full of catalyst, it makes biofuel. Sorry, if it's full of biofuel, it makes catalyst. If it's full of catalyst or it's low on biofuel, it makes biofuel. I don't know if I described that very well, but anywho. We've got more forests growing. Why are you? Because some Egypt didn't mark you to be cut. That'd be why. There's your problem. We've got 3 spare bots at the moment. I feel with all the building we have, we should have them building, and we should probably have storage for biofuel and catalyst up there. And then I said I wanted to put in more explosive production, didn't I? I did. Let's do that down in this area. We've got power here, so explosives. We could do it there, couldn't we? Put in another 2 explosives factories there, and then we could have your bad water there. You are set to obtain, so let's prioritize those being made, and that'll do a thing. We've got some unwell beavers. Are we making medicine? I don't believe we even have any dandelions. So, and that's a problem. This area could work for that. So let's deal with that, shall we? Throw you there. Get you there. It's the first unwell beavers we've had. Actually, that area could work, couldn't it? Yeah, let's not build another one of them. Let's come over here. Let's do dandelions. The dandiest of lions. Do that. You'll get those planted. Then we could put and gather a flag there. You'll do that. We'll just quickly get you set up. We could do that by... Do we not? We do. Maybe you're not set up to do anything useful. Okay. You are a waste of a beaver. No, you're doing those, aren't you? That's okay. Do we have anyone doing... We do. We have you. You're paused. Okay. We have lots of berries. That's fine. We're going to give you a little storage. That's going to be for dandelions. We're going to have ready to collect greater than or equals to 1. Resume. Ready to collect less than 1. Pause. And we want district stock dandelions. Save. Grab that. And let's go less than 30. Save. Yeah, if we've got less than 30 dandelions and there's somebody to collect, we want that. And we want all district stock dandelions is greater than 30. Cool. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So you won't do anything until there's dandelions. Dandelions take 6 days, so we've got a little while before that's going to be ready. We then want well-being. Yep. The herbalist. And you're going to need paper as well. I've got paper nearby, actually, I think. Only got a paper mill nearby. Yes, we've got paper nearby. So if we do sorry if I seem discombobulated. It's been a long day at work and my head hurts. been a while since we've done a video, so I felt obligated to do something, and I wanted to. Now let's put that there. You're going to be antidote. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to pause you for now, actually. I'll do some rules for that in a bit. Let's get in here. How are we doing? Badly is the answer. Yep, badly is the answer. Okay, fair enough. Let's speed things up a bit, shall we? So, there was at least one comment about the fact that I've put this lower than the required water level. Automation is going to handle that. We're ultimately going to probably get rid of these floodgates, not planting. They're all marked cut. We could put in an other lumberjack there. We can control you with the rules, because rules help control the fun, remember, folks. Yeah, we will get rid of or just force open these floodgates, these floodgates, these floodgates, maybe these floodgates as well. Link the sluice gate under here to this and have automation control the sluice gates. Automation can control sluice gates, so it'll be fine. Don't worry. I have a plan. 3 unwell beavers now. Is the number of unwell beavers going up? Are they going down here to build stuff? That's all paused. That's the only place we have bad water? Question mark? Why are we getting unwell beavers? That's paused. That's paused. That's too far from a district, so I'm concerned and slightly confused. But let's throw some bots in here, because that will help with our injury rate and increase our production. And let's have a little look-see in here. We have an piece of dynamite. Yay. So that's gonna take a while. We go over here. So this is where all of our dynamite's going, okay? And that's all in. Now, how much further down did we need to go with that? We wanted to get to there. So that takes us to there. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what I'm going to do is come here and here and replace those with single and double dynamite, so that we can make a staircase, so that we can double. Okay, we're going to replace one of them with a single and the other one with a double that was already there. I know. And you need to become a double dynamite, so we'll prioritize that as well. Oh, we've got some in there. You should have done that, shouldn't you? Yeah, you should. Oh well. A bit late now. So let's get that another way. A much more inefficient way, because we like inefficiency here. And we'll do that. Hey, nothing like being massively inefficient in how we do things. I think they can get that once I've put both of those in. Not entirely certain, but you know, we'll see. So the rules for bot production are overly complicated. Probably overly complicated. Because automation uses an if-then set of rules rather than, I don't think you can do nested if statements. So it's a series of if-thens. So we've got, basically, if you've got enough bot chassis and limbs, you make heads. If you've got enough heads and limbs, you make chassis. If you've got enough heads and chassis, you make limbs. Now, all of those are satisfied at the moment. So what does it? And then we've got a bunch of conditions around pausing and resuming the building based off of the supplies that we need and whether we're short of the individual limbs or chassis or heads or whatever. So, and then I've got a couple of conditions down the bottom so that if we get stuck on a particular one, we'll make either limbs or heads, because once we've got enough limbs, we'll be forced to make enough limbs and heads, we'll be forced to make chassis. That was my thought. And we'll see how it goes. If we end up being stuck without one, we'll stop. And then this one is basically set up that if we've got some limbs, heads and chassis, we'll make a bot. If we haven't, we'll pause. And the idea is that this is a nice way of getting yourself slowly into bots for fairly minimal outlay of beavers and bots. So I am missing some. No, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to press B, because we needed to do that and go around all of these. I'm now going to need to do that to reconnect the path. So we've got to go down quite a way. So it is going to take them a while, probably because we are explosives limited. I can never see extract in the list. It is a little bit annoying. Do I have mods to improve UI? There we go. I want that set. Extract. We are also out of extract, so we probably want another centrifuge as well. So let's come over here. Centrifuge. Let's set that back one. Got a few spare beavers, but not bots, so we'll rely on beavers for now. And you are going to be extract and supply. Good stuff. We are not getting particularly ahead with our bad water supply. So that's a thing. I think we will come in here. Get rid of this. Yeah, that'll work. Let's blast that out, and then we can do the path like that. Let's come in here, put you there, put you there. Copy the rules, and that'll do that. That'll give us 2 more. Because we're using bad water really quickly. Now we are playing folk tales, so we could sling a bad water rig in. I think that might be a good idea pretty soon. Now, if we wanted to do that, do we do that up here? Because this is making a mess in a lot of places. And we could get up here, and we could zip line up here. I need that. We've got a zip line station there. Do that. That. At what point can I connect to that one? Is it because there's stuff in the way? Probably. There. Yeah, I think it's because the windmills are in the way. I could maybe do that and that. Still in the way. Okay. Let's go add connection there. Delete you, and maybe we do platform there. There. Yeah. And there go. Add connection. Gosh. Maybe put you somewhere we can actually build you. Yep. There. And then where can I put this one? That works. Awesome. Add connection. Add connection. Sweet. That'll be good. And then what we need to think about is we want a dome on one of you. Yes. And a rig on t'other one. Yes. Now we need to get access to you, which maybe is over that. So we were 6 from there. Okay, so we need to be there. About there. Go. A few more. I was there. No. So one more. That's underwater, so we need to be much higher. There? Question mark? Above the bad water level? Yes. Okay. That will let them build all of that. Then we go there. Yep. And essentially, I think this is a good idea because placing like dynamite is taking a while. And these don't use dynamite, so that'll be good. And it will resolve our bad water supply issue to some level. Right, that's doing okay. We come over here. Too far from a district. Why are you too far from a district? Ah. If you spotted that, well done. If they get to there, they're probably not going to be able to do it. Let's just do that. Screw it. Then they should definitely be able to So let's encourage them. Get this done. We can, in the meantime, clear that out. And come in here with that and that. And I think 1, 2, 3. Over there. Oh, that's that. Okay. So we're there. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we're right going down 3. So reset that. Come in here. And lots of triple explosives. And we'll worry about the tunneling aspect. Not H, B for copy. And then we'll come over here. Get those in. That looks like probably double explosives. Awesome. Right, back in the hole. Got some of it done, but not a lot. Not a lot. Not as much as I would have hoped. How are we doing over here? We are balanced precariously over the water and starting to work on this guy. So that's good. Planks are going in. We've got enough gears and we've got not enough metal blocks. Okay. Then we're going to have to get this drained. So it probably makes sense to also plan for some pumping out of bad water. It's going to take ages for it to evaporate, so that's it. Relying on evaporation for something like this is just an exercise in futility. We could dump some of it into here to lower it a bit, but I'm not keen on that. We could blast this down and drain it out. That's not a bad idea. I'm not averse to that at all. You know, we could do that. We could definitely do that. We're just waiting for metal blocks on that one. So how many smelters do we have? We have an smelter. We have 10 bolts. Do we really have an smelter? We have an smelter. Right. Well, you're going to be a bot for a start. Our treated plank production. Am I being dumb? Just relying on stuff we found. Ooh, no, we do have a wood workshop. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you are. Okay, so let's throw a bot in there as well. That'll speed that up. Let's throw bots in there because they're also quite high injury chance. And then let's get how's our power grid looking? Just fine. Let's get another 2 smelters going. Going to do that. That. You're both going to be bots. Did we have any rules for smelters? We do. So let's copy you. Throw you in there. What are we doing for scrap metal at the moment? Okay, we're ripping you out. We are almost done ripping you out, which is not great. Okay, there is another pod of scrap metal there. Actually, what we could do... Yeah, I'm not averse to that at all. This is 100% legitimate maneuver, folks. There. Yes, please. There. There we go. Add connection. There. Then we go. You. Connection. Add connection. It's stupid and it works. It's not stupid. So that gets us down there. We then do a little ladder. We do a little one of those. Do a couple of scavenger flags. I know, it's utter genius. You don't have to tell me. Let's give all of that some priority. Because I'm a little worried about running out of scrap metal. The dynamite's going up. Bad water's pretty low. H for boom. You in there. Hopefully those will get built. Extract is still quite low. So, yeah, extract is the issue now. So, could maybe come here, delete those and put another centrifuge here. We can take advantage of all of the infrastructure that's around that. That seems sensible to me. And let's prioritize getting the things that we need built. We've got 12 spare bots, or 12 spare beavers. We've got a heck of a lot of hauling posts. But maybe even more hauling posts would be good. Like hauling things. Got 3 contaminated beavers. We now have the things that we need to make antidote, so let's do that. They can reach all of those. Which is good. We just need more metal blocks. This is lasting fine, which is brilliant. Very pleased with that. Food and water are okay. Have 6 more bots. What do we want botting? Let's get more bots building. Let's have another little peek in here. So we're almost there with the first lot of this, and then we'll be able to think about how we deal with our overhangs, which is good. We have run out of bread. I think that's probably just because I have him set to pause. We don't have a huge amount of storage for it, so remedy that with more storage. Because it'll give a bit more of a buffer. These are getting built. These need metal blocks. Makes sense. I think it would probably make sense to have bots producing gears as well, because we're somewhat low on those. And it would probably make sense to do that and that. Let's prioritize getting those built. Kind of a good idea to have little stashes of fuel all around. Those are going in. Let's see if we can run this a little bit faster. We're getting there. We're getting there. Got our new extract and metal productions up and running. Might help these guys if we had a building for scrap, which we appear to be out of. Which is annoying. So that needs everything. Okay. Let's give you a little priority bump as well. Yep. You in. How are these doing? That needs a lot. That needs a lot. Okay. Kind of not surprised. We go back in here. How are we doing? Oh, actually, we're okay for beavers. Awesome. Go in here. And everything's in. So, H for boom. Let's do that side as well. Make it a little bit quicker. And then we're going to need to reconnect everything again. And what we want to do is one below this. So I'm going to pause just so I can think. There. 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 I got that in place. Needs to go. Some of this is going to be a pain to get to, actually, but you know, we'll work it out. There. 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 because I think we're going to need to put in a platform to get to each of these now. But, you know, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. You're not you. So yeah, I think we're going to need a whole bunch of, like, messy. You even get to these. Or do I just get them down into that? And then we need to get down into it to place the explosives anyway. Maybe we go like there. There. We go like that. And this is going to seem kind of crazy, but we go like that. And I cut out of here and go 3, 2, 1. That gets us the other side. And then we're going to have to tunnel through there. Yeah. The idea being that we run a path here. Got a way in here as well, haven't we? So we do maybe actually we do that. Not that. 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 So that runs there. I've got a load more tunnels to put in as well. And that runs that way. Here. Like that. Like that. That. Like that. And like that. That's going in. And I guess we could also come over this side and do the same thing. We do 3, 2, 1 and come in from this side. So that's going in as well. And we need to come over here and do tunnel there, there, there. I'm very conscious I haven't achieved very much, but I'm also running out of time today. Yeah. Slow going, folks. It's slow going on this one. We have many planks and logs. Why are you not pausing? We have capacity for a lot. I'm going to get rid of you. Grab you. Make you gears. You're going to become beavers. You're going to become a beaver. What's caused you to pause? We are low on metal. That makes sense. Right, so if we come back in here now, let's prioritize getting those in so we can get in from all directions. We are low on bad water again. Really need that bad water rig built, but equally I really need everything else built. We're out of scrap metal. And we need metal to get to the scrap metal. If I delete that, I will get metal back. I need to make that the highest priority for metal. Hopefully they will send it to where it needs to go. Alternatively, we're going to need to make a staircase down to that. We need to get a mine up and running, really. Right. Please take the metal to here. Is there any reason I can't build a stupid staircase? Not really. Not really. How high is that? Three. Haha, it's in. I don't need to. Awesome. Right. Please get these built. And I guess we'd probably be sensible to throw in a few more. Not a lot of metal there, but there is some. So, you know. And actually, if I do that, that's going to block a bunch of it. So let's just do that. And as we get more cleared, that will help. So, not ideal, folks. It is not going ideally. You need to be prioritized by haulers, as do you, because you are running incredibly inefficiently. You should be prioritized by haulers as well. You are flooding. So you might need to be opened up a little bit more. And that's one of the reasons I had floodgates here, so we could adjust this. Right, into here again. Cool. So each for boom, each for boom. I did those the wrong way round. Oh well. Been a long day, folks. Tells me I should be stopping. Tells me I should be stopping. Yeah, because that doesn't work for that one, does it? No, it doesn't. Doesn't work at all because it puts us in the same place. Oh well. Let's do that and we'll fix it with platforms. Hey, it's been a long day. It's been a very long day. We're going to need to do that, 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 that. Get you done. You, please. Not even done yet. Nope, that needs extract. And it seems extract is hard to get these days. Scrap metal is coming. Metal blocks, okay. H for boom. Path. H for boom. Copy. That's not right. There we go. So if I go here now, yeah, they can get to those. In fact, they've put them in. So if they've put that in, why haven't they put that in? They have. Why haven't they finished building it? Okay, so we've got a bunch of these done. Guess you can't get to you. So what we need to do for that is come along here, around here, and do a couple of 1-bys. That'll get those. So suddenly they are being super productive, which is cool. You know, I'm not averse to that. Right, you can go. Be replaced with single explosives. If I do that, can I then do... I can. Excellent. That. Yes. Yes. That. That. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Those put in. Get those put in. Awesome. Get rid of all of those. Get those put in. Get rid of all of those. get those put in. Good stuff. Hopefully you can see what the intent is now. Get rid of those. There's going to be a bit of tidying up at the end with things like this. But hopefully most of it will just collapse and we'll be good. Go. So we now need to go around and detonate all of these. If I roll down like that, that'll be easier. Okay. Simple, huh? Then, how far down do we need to go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I'm going to do another lot of triples. Now we can just go round the edge. Because we have cut out underneath these supports. Doesn't matter if we do a few extras apart from placing extra dynamite. I'm going to go along there though, just in case. So there might be some tidying up at the end to get things to explode properly, but we'll worry about that at the end. And hopefully now we have 60 extract. Okay. But over here we're doing quite well. Which is good. And we've still managed to nearly fill that, even though we're now into a drought. And I think we're going to leave this here, folks. So we're not in the best place for bad water. I will get this going as we get to it. So we're going to need to adjust this a bit now. Come out here, come along here, move this along here. We will pause all of these before beavers come contaminate themselves. I put in a platform there. I think they can build all of that, which is worth getting done around some of the lack of resources. Just get this in, I think, and then we will call it a day. It has been a day, folks. It has been. It's been a week, actually, already. It's been a week already. But... Kaboom. So yeah, that gets us to the point we need to be at with that in the way. But we'll address that at a future point. So we're going to need staircase. Staircase. And then we are going to want to tunnel our way Does it need to be too wide? Maybe not. Is it going to be too wide? Yes. To here, that's going to let all of the water out. It's fine. We need to fix some stuff here. How are we going to do that? With wood. Because that feels like the way the beavers would do it. I know. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to come in and make this a pipe. Essentially, blast those out. And we'll put platforms on top of that. We'll put impermeable floor on top of that. So those don't need to be there. Those don't need to be there. You will be dynamited out. Tunneled out into there. And I guess we might want to do that. That gets us where we need to be, which is pretty darn cool. Beavers are kind of snaking their way around, getting all of that in. They don't actually have that much more to do. If I run that on super speed, can they get that done? Got a little bit of extract. We've got dynamite. Yep, I did put one under there. That is, in fact, done. So, there'll be one there? No, because that's a platform. H. Or boom. One from this end. And hopefully that is then at the level of, yeah, these. So the next step is tunnel out all of this. That should result in no more build thingy. Now what I need to do is put in some access. Again, it's going to be a bit of a pain. Or we could go both ways if I do that. Actually, no, if I leave that there, put that there, and I put that there. Yeah. Yep. You. That's a problem. That's not going to work. Okay. We'll just go one way. I guess once they're down, they'll start to go in multiple directions anyway. So, because once they're tunneled, they can go back on themselves. So it doesn't really matter. And then over here, we need to do the same. So just go double. Do one of these. Go there. Bit of path. And yeah, we'll let them make a start on that. That's obviously going to take a while. I will get all of that put in, probably all of this put in between videos, because you don't need to watch me do this. And hopefully, we've got that in. Awesome. Hopefully we'll get these in at the same time, and that'll all be good. But that is it for today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It feels very bits and pieces. If I run out of metal, scrap metal, I will start building a mine. Because we have used all of the scrap. We will, in fact, put it in now. We will have a mine up here. We can get that reconnected now. So, and we've got treated planks. And gears storage there, so that's good. So it's just logs we'll need storage for. Excellent. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll need to get that sorted as well, because we'll run out of bad water otherwise. But I will see you all next time.